Hello, everyone. We got another exciting episode of What the Creator. We have TheFatJuice here today, the YouTube sensation.
No. I wouldn't go that far. Oh man. Hey
How you
man,
doing
thank you.
today?
Yeah, man, I'm doing great. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I woke up and I had to make some coffee. So
Oh, I don't blame you.
yeah, man. If you don't mind, man, it kind of helps open the eyes up a little bit.
Get going.
Yeah, man. But nah, man, it's great. Life is good, man. No complaints. No complaints. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm still awake. I did take a nap last night. I work night shift, so I
Oh
did.
yeah.
I've been up most of the night, but I did take a little
Man.
power nap.
I don't know how you do that, man. More power to the night shifters. I mean, we do need that in this world, but I'm just not one of them.
No, it's tough. I will say that it's tough.
Yeah, man. I'm more of a like early riser. Like I wake up at 5 in the morning, and stuff like that, and go to work and all that. And it's nice to work early because then I get home early, right? And then I can kind of
Right.
knock out any, chores that I need to do and stuff like that, and do things around the house if need be. Mm-hmm.
That's my preferred schedule, to be honest. I like that schedule.
Oh yeah,
Waking up
man.
early and getting home.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like you still got the day,
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Well, why don't you tell my listeners a little about yourself?
Well, I am TheFatJuice, and I am a content creator. I just enjoy gaming. Like I've been gaming since I was I don't know, 8, I think. I remember the first video game I've played was RC Pro AM for the Nintendo. Actually, the Switch released that in their Nintendo virtual app not too long ago, and it just brought back
awesome.
memories, man. Because them Nintendo games are like impossible to beat.
Oh, they are.
Those games, like I mean, I don't know how far back. Like, what game did you start? Like, what's your earliest memory of games and stuff that you played?
My very first game, it was an Aladdin game. Like you start off, you're like going across the rooftops, like dun 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 dun.
Yes,
Dun,
was it for the
dun,
Sega
dun, dun, dun.
Genesis?
Yes, that was it.
Yes,
It was my uncle's Sega Genesis.
Yo, that game was dope, man. It looked like the show, like, or the movie or whatever. Like it looked like the.
They actually did a really good job on it.
Yeah, man, they did. Well, he slices the sword and stuff, and
they did all those. They did like Lion King, Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. And you know what was dope that they don't do anymore? That the same game, because Aladdin came out for Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, and both of those games were different. They weren't the same. Like they don't do that anymore. Like if you have a game on Xbox, let's say, and then the same game on PlayStation, they're the same exact game. But back in the day, like they were different games. Like I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
It is a neat concept.
They used to do it before, back then. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm just a dude that just enjoys games and stuff like that. I'm a family man as well. Christ follower, and we go to church, and I'm a working man. I'm a husband. I'm a brother. I'm a I'm a father. I got a lot of different titles, a lot of things to juggle. Sometimes I'm surprised on how I'm able to juggle everything. Yeah, man, life is good, man.
What would you say is the hardest part of trying to juggle, like living your daily life and then doing content creation?
Well, content creation is definitely tough because I don't want to be that dad where my kids are like, Dad, you're always on your phone and all that stuff. Like, I never want to hear that. So I want to be present for my kids, and that stems from me growing up. Like my dad just left me and my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I know what not to do.
Yes.
And I know to not be present. Like I know to be present. So that is just my main thing. Like I will go to all their plays and I will support them and cheer for them. Like I'm gonna be that dad because I grew up not having that. So unfortunately, sometimes content creation kind of comes like second or maybe third or fourth.
Yeah.
But I just have to make sure that I'm the best father that I could be, and the best husband that I could be for my wife and my kids and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's just so like balancing. Yeah, so it's just let me see. It's being pulled, right? It's being pulled. Like sometimes I forget to read messages or I don't reply, and I don't mean to. It's just that life just goes on, and is just I just forget.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track of it all. But I have an amazing community that does understand that, and just enjoys when I give my time to the stream and play the games that they want to play, and I play with them and stuff like that. But
I was actually just watching your Mario Kart stream, the vertical stream.
oh yeah.
It looked awesome on my phone. The vertical.
Right. So I know YouTube rolled out that new feature, and I was like, you know what? Let me just try it. So I did a community post on YouTube, and I asked my community. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try vertical streaming. What should I play? And and I had a list of 4 games, and everyone wanted to hit the track, so we went ahead and started driving, and I went ahead and tried the vertical streaming, and it was interesting. Different. I learned that a lot of my community watches my stream through widescreen, like laptop, computer, or tablet versus a phone. Me, I'm a phone guy, so
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's kind of cool that you have that option now. So I just solely streamed vertically last night. So now my next stream, which it may be later today, I don't know. I'm gonna try both horizontal and vertical. So I'm gonna give both axes, and,
cool.
see, just see how it goes. I did learn that links do not work on the vertical, streams. So like if I post a link, like it's not clickable or something like this. So there are some things that I need to figure out and see, what can I do to, give the option, to people.
Right. It's a new feature, so you still got to learn all the
yes.
stuff.
However, and YouTube, if YouTube is watching this, please listen to me. Enable the feature to @ in chat. Like on PC, I can type like @ like Tommy, and then your username will populate, and then I can @ you in chat, in live chat. You can do that on PC, but for some reason on mobile it does not work.
That's bizarre.
Yes, it is.
I wonder why that is.
Why? Just enable it. It'll improve the chat like so much, so then the community can interact with each other, and like instead of typing the whole name out or just shorten it and stuff, like
right. Let it pop up. Just like all I gotta hit is D or a T, and the fat juice will pop up.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because it'll scan all the usernames. So it's just. If they could just do that, that would be a huge like quality of life change that they could add in the mobile side of things.
Well, what would you say is your favorite game you've streamed so far?
Excuse me. For me, man, that's such an unfair question, because I love so many games, man. I'm just a gamer. I've been gaming for most of my life, and I like different, like per genre, I like different games. But for me, my favorite type of genre is fighting games. Like I just really, really enjoy fighting games. I understand them. I'm pretty good at them. And the weird thing is, I don't stream that often.
Yeah,
I don't stream like the fighting games that often. And it's just mostly because I like to like stream community games. I like to game with people. So I like to, have that interaction with the community and stuff. But let me see. My favorite game. You're talking about ever, all time, or like currently, or?
I guess let's say all time. What did you have the most fun streaming?
Ooh. Okay. I had the most fun streaming, and I have to give credit to Flyrish, the homie. I see him as a brother. Kingdom Hearts, like not just the game. I really enjoy the whole like series, and like there was a time, and I was on Twitch at the time, and I was streaming Kingdom Hearts like solely, like, and it took me 9 months to finish 11 titles of Kingdom Hearts.
You were committed.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that story is crazy. Like if you ask me now, like what's going on, I probably will forget. I would have to go back. because we also did a summary where Fly and I were talking and we're just going through the story, you know, just because he knew like all of it. But yeah, man, there was a lot of memes and a lot of things that happened in the street, you know, between those streams, and it was really, really cool, fun times, for sure.
I really enjoy watching you and his Sea of Thieves videos.
Oh
Those are
yeah,
very
that was
entertaining.
cool. That was. It's just amazing how, you know, when you get these creators collide and stuff, and we all just throw ideas at each other and just try to make the best of it. But yeah, man, shout out to Flyers because he spent so much time putting that video together. And man, I'm just so grateful that he, you know, he just put his time and effort and sweat into it, blood and tears, probably. You know, the sacrifices.
Yeah, that's actually how I met you through Flyrish.
Ah, yeah. You see, another reason to thank him, man. He does too much for me.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. It's nice to meet you for sure.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. It seems like we have a similar gaming background. We used to play all the games, and we're still big gamers.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Like, I grew up playing in the arcades. Like I used to go and, you know, put quarters in. I'm dating myself, I know, but
okay.
yeah, I used to go downstairs, you know, after I did my homework in school and my mom allowed me to. I would go downstairs to the bodega. You know, I was born and raised in New York City, so you know, you just go downstairs, you just walk down the block and go inside the store, and then you just play people around the neighborhood. Yeah, man.
Meet up with your friends.
I remember, friends or strangers, you know. I remember there was a time that I was down there in the store or whatever, and I was playing in the arcades, and I remember the most I had 24 wins. I remember that was like my record, where I was playing different people, and like they were lined up. They were like, "We're gonna get this kid."
You were just taking everyone down.
And I was taking all of them out. Like I don't know. Yeah.
It was a fighting game.
Yeah, this was Street Fighter 3 New Generation when it came out. I was just so excited about that one. Like the graphics, like the artwork was so cool. Like I just really enjoyed it. I'm a Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. That's where my roots are from. You know, Street Fighter 2. You know, which I played that in the arcade.
Is that your favorite brand of fighting game, Street Fighter?
Yes, I love Street Fighter. That is my yes to answer your question. But I also do enjoy Guilty Gear. Actually, I remember I played Guilty Gear. Man, what was the name of the game? There's a lot of Guilty Gears, but I entered a tournament, and I was kind of new to Guilty Gear, and I entered a tournament, and I only had 40 hours. Like I trained myself and played only 40 hours, and I joined this huge tournament, and I won the stinking tournament.
Oh my gosh!
It was crazy. That was such a crazy and hyped time. I even got a perfect on the guy at the last round. Like it was just. I never done anything like that. I never won prize money, you know, in a tournament like that before.
That's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah. I have the clip somewhere, or I posted it on my you know, the Twitter X or whatever. Yeah. It was a very hype moment. Yeah. And this was a while ago, and I remember because, you know, I grew up with my brothers too, and we all played fighting games. And I remember I had we were on a Discord call, and he had me. I was talking to him, and I was like, just if you see anything, tell me. So I'm there playing, and he's talking to me. He was like, yo, watch out for this move and that move. Yo, like, you know, he's like coaching me in a sense. It was just a dope experience, man. And I'm just there focused, and man, and I can't believe I pulled that off.
You did it.
I can't believe I pulled that off. That was just a dope moment. Yeah.
The fighting game me and my brothers played growing up was Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, man. Yeah, I may play that today. I don't know. That's the game that I thought to play on, you know, to test my things.
On the new vertical.
Yeah, the vertical and the horizontal, doing them together. But yes. So do you still play it? Like
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So
that's my fighting game.
Nice. Who do you main?
Bowser. I'm a Bowser guy.
King Koopa. Nice.
Who is your Smash Bros main?
Man, I love King K. Rool, and I love Samus. Like I've recently grown to like Samus. I actually played Smash Bros on the 64. Like we started there, and we started on the Japanese version. Like we were so hyped. This concept of like, these Nintendo characters battling each other, and we fight.
Yeah.
We're like, this is like the perfect game.
That's awesome.
So yeah, man, I remember we went ahead and we went to Chinatown and we bought the import, and we were playing the Japanese. We had no idea what the menu was saying, but we figured it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. Oh man, it was just so dope. Yep. My older brother loved Donkey Kong. My twin brother, Saturated, he mained Pikachu, and actually he won a tournament on Smash 64 and has a trophy to this day with the Smash. It's just crazy.
That is awesome. I would display that thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, he has display and stuff. Yeah, man, it's a big deal.
That is awesome.
Oh, man, it's like a game that we grew up with and stuff. But yeah, Smash Bros. Yeah, Smash Bros. And Street Fighter 3 were the two games that we really and Gears of War is another one. That's a shooter. But
Yeah.
Those three games we spent hours and hours playing. Like we have so many like memories, playing those games, man. It's just people. So okay. So like my house growing up, like we had the games, right? So like all our friends, like our house was like the hub per se, and we would always have friends over, and we would play, and and I think that's the reason why I started streaming, because I kind of grew up with that like kind of community of gamers and playing, and streaming like kind of does that,
Right.
it brings people together to like enjoy games and have a good time and stuff like that. So like I think that like kind of like that experience growing up like kind of made me get interest in streaming and be like, oh, let me just check this out. Like, I love gaming, and we got platforms here that people play games in, let's go ahead and play. And
yeah,
we are.
you really do make a community when you're streaming.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It takes work.
It does.
It does take work, but to me, work has like a negative, like people associate work as a negative thing, but I would just say it takes effort.
It does.
It does take effort, but for me, since I enjoy it, like it just seems effortless to me, because it's just something that I truly enjoy. I love being around people and talking to them and just chilling with them and having a good time and doing the video games and stuff like that. Yeah, man.
I definitely vibe with that. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, man. For real. Mm-hmm. And what game were you playing? So that game, I never seen that game. What was that game that you were playing last night?
Helldivers 2.
Yeah, that's a new game, right? It just dropped. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just curious, if you don't mind, like what like how is that game, or what is it? What are you doing? I know you're running around with guns and stuff.
It's basically, have you ever seen Starship Troopers with the bugs? Like all those soldiers? It's basically Starship Troopers / Terminator. Because on one side of the galaxy, you got all these bugs. They look like the ones off Starship Troopers. And the other side is the robots. So you have to like stop both fronts from getting to Super Earth. And it's the cool thing about that game is it's like a constant battlefield. Even if you're offline, other players are on the battlefront trying to stop the invasion.
So it's like this big map, and people come in and out, and you just continue fighting forever.
Yep, it's always going on.
Wow, interesting. What's the cap? Like, how many people?
They had to increase it to 800,000 total.
800,000
concurrent player. It was so big when it launched that they had to increase it all the way to 800,000 max concurrent players.
wait, but there isn't all 800,000 playing in the same map.
No. You have a 4-man squad. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like there can be 800,000 dudes or playing at the same time.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, man. That sounds crazy. I don't know. I gotta watch you play that more, to see that cool stuff you could do.
I will say that's my game right now. For sure.
What is your favorite game of all time? Like, just any.
That is a tough question. Probably right? Ocarina of Time, to be honest.
Oh man, I love that game.
And my brother always gets on to me for not saying Majora's Mask, which is also a great game. But for some reason, Ocarina of Time just has like a special place in my heart.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I really love that game. Majora's Mask, I played it. I played it, but for me, that's a one and done. Like I'm good.
Right.
Like it does require a lot of brain power. I don't have that much brain power, sorry, but the puzzles were a little tough. And I feel the same with Tears of the Kingdom. Did you play the new ones?
I'll be honest, I haven't played either of them. I've been slacking on my Switch games. Mostly, I just play Smash Bros. And Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
And I played Super Mario RPG, the remake. It was great.
Yes. Oh man, it brought me back. I have the original one. I had like the Super Nintendo. Like I have, yeah, man. You know, I don't own that one. I thought about it. I was like, well, I already have the original. Like, should I spend the cash to get the new one? I mean, I don't know. Like, how much different? Like, did you play the old one?
Oh yeah, that's what I had to get it. It like brought me back to some nostalgia.
So I mean, what are but besides the graphical enhancements, but like what else is different? Like, you know what I'm saying? What else is there anything new, or is it just looks cooler?
Honestly, it just looks cooler.
Yeah, you see, that's why I was like, I don't know. I'd rather say
skin update.
Nice. Let me see. My favorite RPG. You see, I can't just do my favorite game. I mean, it's just tough. But my favorite RPG is Final Fantasy IX. Like, there's something about that game. I don't know what it is. I just love the story of that game. Honestly,
that's the one with the card game, like the built-in card game in it.
Yeah, there's a card game in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is, in my opinion, the best Final Fantasy.
Oh, you like that one too, with like PP, like the little wizard and stuff. Yeah, man.
It came out with 4 discs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, man. I really wish they remake that one too, but I mean, I don't know.
I'm surprised they haven't.
There are other there's companies or there's like these developers that are remaking Final Fantasy IX, but it's not like legit at all. So like, you know, they can't.
Okay.
Or else, you know, Square Enix is gonna go after them.
Right.
But like, it looks amazing, and I'm like, Square, hire these people. Like, these people are putting the time and effort. It looks amazing. And also, there's also developers that are making on Unreal Engine 5, I think, or whatever. But they're making Ocarina of Time as well. Like, there's a video, and I'll send you the link after this, but there's a video out there, and yo, that game looks amazing. It's like, imagine Zelda on like the PS5 or like a, you know, super high power PC. Like, it just looks great. And I was like, come on, you could make these games like look amazing.
They can.
Yeah, man, they really could.
I wish Nintendo would just like cave and build like an awesome gaming hardware, you know, like the PS5 or the Xbox One or something.
You know, I mean, yes, but at the same time, I don't think they have to. They don't have to, because look, that Switch like did so well. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They don't have to. I mean, we know that they're behind, obviously. I mean, they could if they wanted to. I mean,
but like you said, their stuff still sells.
Yeah, their stuff still sells. Like, Mario will always sell. Zelda, like, you know, it's. You know,
and I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, you see? Exactly. So you're telling Nintendo that you're okay with this?
Yes, I am. I have paused on Pokemon games because they've just been like static.
Oh man!
And then, like, you know, like, what was that game? Power World came out, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, Pokemon, you could do something like.
Yeah, you can. Yo, Power Worlds is a dope game. Actually, Flyrich put me onto that, and I should continue it. It's been a while since I played it. I'm just focused on. There's only so much juice that can go around. You know, I can't play everything. You know, but
I understand.
I enjoy that concept. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't played Pokemon since, and I'm gonna date myself again, but like since Red and Blue on the Game Boy. Yeah, man, like that. I remember when that came out. But,
I was all over that.
I am so behind. Like, all I know is Gen 1, you know, and we're here at what, Gen 10? I don't know.
It's something crazy.
Yeah.
And now they have all kinds of like special transformations and stuff. It's crazy.
There's like shiny now, and I'm like, what, shiny? Well, what is that? Like, yeah. So it's just there's just a lot of things that I just don't know. But one day I will continue. One day I will continue and give Pokemon the fair shot, because I feel like, you know, I just kind of moved on from Pokemon since then. Never really gave it a shot. But
yeah, you'll have a lot of new ones to learn.
I know. Well, which one do you recommend be starting? You know, like what is your Or do you have a Pokemon that you really like?
I'm also a original Gen 1 guy. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
So I can't really give you a great answer on that one.
Gotcha. Legends looks cool. You know how they have that
Yes.
open world, like that kind of looks
I
cool. So.
I did get that one, and it was a breath of fresh air for the Pokemon genre, I'd say.
Yeah, that's what people were saying and stuff. So, I don't know, but not all Pokemon games are available, right? Like, there's some that's on the DS, I think, or something, or that's not like on the Switch and stuff like. Yeah, so
yeah, they haven't remade all of them, but I know they're talking about releasing a bunch of them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see. Supposedly, they're saying that the Switch 2 is coming out supposedly next year or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if they. I don't know how else Nintendo can innovate. I think the Switch is pretty, spot on with the handheld, and you can play on the TV and stuff. So that is pretty cool, And I use that portable feature, man. I'm all about portable now. Like,
oh yeah,
it's hard for me to come to my stream room and play and stuff. But like, if I have, like, I'm really excited. I got the PlayStation Portal.
Yeah,
that thing. I'm on that thing. Oh, what? Oh, wait, what? Like, and I could put it down and attend to whatever. Like, so it really comes in handy. Yeah.
I was tempted to get the Steam Deck just because I like the Switch so much. But I don't know if I want to invest in that right now.
Yeah, it's so expensive, man.
It is.
I was looking at that too, and I was like, that would be really good. Like, to find a way to play PC games portably, right?
Right.
And is that like the best option? Like the Steam Deck? Like, I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
Seems like it.
Yeah, man. If I can find a way to do that, man, I would. That's affordable. That's just I can't drop $600 on that. I got bills to pay.
So the hanging out with your friends growing up and all playing games, that's what you would say inspired you to start streaming?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm kind of mad at myself too, because I owned a Elgato like capture card since 2015. Man, I should look back. 2015. But I didn't start streaming till 2019. So you got from 2015 to 2019, like, those could have been crucial years, that I could have started and really, like, I don't know, have like a big community then. Like, I had the capability, I had the time, like, I didn't have kids at that time. So it's like, man, like, I could have started, but I guess that just wasn't part of the plan at the time, So
yeah,
what I was doing was that I was like recording like my gameplay. Just that thought of like, yo, people, I can share what I do on games, because like I can do crazy combos or like cool moments. So I experimented, and I actually saved one of my first recordings on YouTube. One of my first upload is an Elgato, like, oh, let me just try this out. And I was playing Final Fantasy 15 when the demo came out. And
yeah,
like, such a long time ago. And I uploaded that, and I got like 300 views, and I was like, whoa, this is cool. Like,
right.
It was my very first video, so that I ever uploaded. And I was like, man, I could have just done this like so long ago, like I could have started earlier. But whatever, I started in 2019, and I started in Mixer. Remember Mixer? I don't know if you remember.
Was that the Microsoft or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
So I started there on Mixer, and then I was meeting people, and I was like playing fighting games, and they were like, oh, for the type of games that you're playing on here, you should really go on Twitch. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I went ahead and moved over to Twitch. And that's really where I built my community at. So there I met a whole bunch of creators, and there, I was playing a whole bunch of games and built a schedule, and the whole thing. And I don't know, I kind of ran my streams. That was when I was the most like coming up with creative ideas and making my stream different, you know, bringing characters. Like I have so many commands in my streams and stuff where, you know, we got Goku coming into the scene and doing a Kamehameha blast and blasting me off. Like you could throw me a flip flop, you could slap me if you want. Like, you know, there's just whatever, just ridiculous type of things.
I saw the slap one last night.
Yeah. So like, you know, if you go in the description, you could see like, you know, the list of commands that I put there. There's one. There's like I have a Mario Kart like a redeem where the track comes into the screen and then like the carts are driving into the screen and it's like hitting me and I'm bouncing around in the track and stuff, like the cars are hitting me. Yeah, so awesome. It's just whatever. It's just like ridiculous things, you know, that I try to, you know, just make it more interactive.
Is that like on Twitch, like a channel point redemption, or can they just type it in the command?
So on Twitch, it was a points redemption thing, but now over on YouTube, because I switched over to YouTube, it's like a command thing, but it does require points. So in my chat, if you're active in chat, then you build points. When you build points, you can spend it on whatever you want, the menu, you know, the command list, and then you just go from there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've heard YouTube, the live streaming is improved a lot since it first came out. I know they were like pushing.
Yes, they are. It does take. I don't want to use that word work, but it does take effort on YouTube because you have to make thumbnails. Right on Twitch, you don't have to make thumbnails. You just go hit the live button starting soon and you play. But like on YouTube, it's just a little more involved. Like you have to come up with an enticing, you know, title. You have to come up with an attractive thumbnail. Like so, like, you know, it does take more.
You gotta do one of those.
Yeah, I know, with the close up. yeah, like all like different things. So it does take a little more effort, but I don't know. I just, in my head, like everyone has YouTube, right? Like I don't know, like everyone has YouTube. I just thought that in my head. Well, the reason why I decided to go to YouTube was because, you know, that whole Twitch thing, like they wanted to cut the sub percentage for the creators, us creators, and I was like, man, I'm putting so much effort and time into my streams, and now you're gonna cut my sub, you know, earnings and whatever, like. And then I've learned that YouTube is like a bigger cut, you know, and stuff like that. So I was like, let me just try YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, the community, I asked the community, you know, I was like, hey, do you guys mind if, you know, they're like, oh, you know, we'll support you, we'll follow you wherever you go and stuff. So it was very encouraging to hear, man. I love the juice pack. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, that's the juice pack.
Yeah, the juice pack. Shout out to the juice pack. So, you know, they went ahead and supported me in that move, and you know, it's been a learning curve. You know, it's different. You know, but you know, I've been enjoying it. Now I'm just used to it now. So
yeah, it's just a regular thing now.
Yeah, it's just a regular thing. You know, so I did try to multi-stream when Switch went ahead and said that, you know, you can multi-stream and stuff, and I gave it a shot, but something with my internet, I don't know. I mean, I have fast internet here, but maybe I'll try it again and try different things, but it just wasn't working right. Like I was having some bitrate issues and quality issues, and one thing I do, you know, take pride in is the quality of my streams. Like I want it to be crisp. I want the sound to be good. I want it to look good. I don't want it to drop frames or skippy or fuzzy or whatever, buffering and all that. Like I try to keep that quality up, you know.
Yeah.
And engaging, you know, and engaging. Yeah.
I will say I really like the way you welcome people into your stream and stuff. You always have like a high energy.
So that was one of the things that people like say. They were like, "Oh, we just love that catchy phrase," because I always say, "Welcome to the stream," like every time somebody comes to welcome them.
Yeah.
And it just became a thing where when I go to their streams, then they say, "Oh, the TheFatJuice is here. Welcome to the stream." You know, that they do it the way how I do it. It's just pretty funny.
That's awesome. That's your signature.
Yeah, that's like my little slogan. You know, that I and it's funny because shout out to my brother. You know what I'm saying, is that Chulo. I see him as a brother, and we went to high school together. And I remember we were playing Halo together. And we decided to go through the series. Actually, speaking of Halo, I'm gonna be on Flyrish's stream. We're gonna be playing Halo tonight. But
oh heck yeah!
yeah. So I remember we played Halo 1, and that first scene where you're in space and the ship is like flying across or whatever. And I remember that Chulo said, "Welcome to the stream, witches." And that just welcome, like the way how he said it, welcome to the, like it just evolved into like just this thing. And then I just started saying it and everything, and it just took off from there. So like every time I have like an anniversary stream, I always share that story, you know, just for like any new people. Like I have videos and clips, like when it was first said, when I first said it, and then when I first implemented it to become a normal thing, like, you know, like the evolution of like,
the evolution of the welcome.
Yeah, the evolution of the welcome. Yeah. It just ended up being like this catchy thing that, you know, that people notice or see, you know. I don't know. I mean, I guess, you know, part of me, like, I don't want to take people's presence for granted, right? Because that's people's time. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to come to the stream. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to support. They don't have to do anything. So I try my best to do everything in my power to acknowledge every single soul that comes into my stream. And I try my best to, you know, I'm not perfect. I mean, who is? But
you might be like an intense gaming moment.
yeah. You know, or anything, or, you know, I just miss it, you know, because sometimes chat goes too fast for me. And that's why I implemented a text to speak, a chat to speech, I like to say. Where I have a command where people, if they want to, they can do command comms, and then it'll actually verbalize, and I can hear it in my head, you know, in my headset.
You definitely won't miss it.
Yeah, exactly. Then out here, then I won't miss it. Yeah. So, but yeah, you know, people's time is important to me because I understand the value of time because I have very little of it. I have very little of it, so I understand the value of time, and you know, time is something obviously once you give it, you can't. There's no returns,
right?
Like this time that I'm giving you, I can't be like, "Hey, man, I want it back." You know, like that's it. Like it's gone. So, you know, I cherish that. I really want to cherish that. You know, and that's important to me. You know, so
I really appreciate you coming on the stream today.
Yeah, man, I'm happy to be here. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the pod. There you go. Welcome to the pod. Now you got to start saying that.
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
It's awesome. I'm still new to the interview side because I have What the Creator, where I want to interview content creators, and then I have What the Culture with my main co-host, where we just talk about pop culture like games, movies, music.
Yeah, I think I saw 2 of those. Yeah, that you guys were talking about some stuff. Some shows and stuff. Yeah. So let me ask you, if you don't mind. So, I mean, I don't know much about you, but like, what made you start doing podcasts and stuff like that? Like, you know, what's your story? I guess, you know, in the content creation world.
Well, with the podcasts, for some reason, once I first listened to a podcast, I was like, "This is something I really think I'd like to do," because like I love talking.
Yeah.
So, and I love pop culture. So I thought it was just like a perfect combination, you know. I can just talk about stuff I like, and maybe people will tune in.
Yes, tune in. Check out his videos. But yeah, man, I don't know. There's just something, I guess, cool about discovering people, right? Like learning about people and hearing their stories, man. That can be interesting. Yeah, man. So that's cool that you're diving into that space, you know, to learn people's stories and just ask them questions and stuff and learn about them. Yeah, man.
And I've got you from New York. I had a lady from Los Angeles, Flyers from New Orleans.
Yeah, but you see, yo,
that's all over.
Yeah, man. You just never know who you bump into. Like literally, I remember when someone the first time I remember, I forgot who it was. Man, but they were like, "Yeah, I'm from the UK. Your streams is awesome." I'm like, "Oh, my streams are international now. We going across the water. We are international."
Awesome.
Yeah, man, it was just so amazing. Like, it's just, you just never know, like who you bump into, like how do you affect people and, like, you know, help their days. Like, people can be down and then they watch your streams and they see, you know, the energy and that you're having fun and then they have fun, and you know, it's just cool, man. It's just dope, man. I just like, you know, that it can help people too, you know?
Right. I try to be that guy at work. So hey, I could do that on the streams too. I could take it outside of work.
That's awesome. And what do you do if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I don't mind. I work for BMW manufacturing.
You make cars?
Yep. Well, I
Whoa.
I started off 6 years on the hardest line in the plant where we did the whole wire harness for the car.
Oh
And
man.
and I will say now I got it made. I just test drive the cars when they're done.
Oh,
So
nice.
I just drive BMWs all night. It's great.
Okay, so I can relate to you because I fix cars.
Nice.
I'm a mechanic. Yes, so I fix cars. Man, I remember working, man, my very first job was I was working at like a mom pop shop and they specialized on BMWs and Mercedes. Yo, I remember I hopped in this Mercedes. It was like a 12 cylinder, like the engine was so long. It was a bulletproof like car. Like the glass was like this thick. Like it was crazy. I'm like,
Like a
man, these
tank.
doors are open. I gotta hit the gym. Yeah. So that's cool, man. That was a heavy
Yeah.
car that I worked on, man. I had to do an oil change. It felt like needed 20 quarts of oil.
I'll bet. That's actually our biggest competitor. That's what our work tells us. Mercedes.
Oh yeah, Mercedes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
As long as I get paid, I don't really care too much about.
Yeah, just a job.
Yeah, just a job. I don't have like a BMW tattoo or something.
You're not loyal to your brand. No, man. I mean, I understand. Like, is it just mundane for you now? Is like, I just
because I've been there like 8 years total almost. So, but
nice.
really, I just like my coworkers more than anything. I got a good bunch of people I work with. A lot of them stop by the stream and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's something about my job that I do miss is like that mechanics like atmosphere. Because at my job, I'm the only mechanic. Like I hold down the fort. I'm responsible for 40 like vehicles and stuff like that. So I run my own shop, and my boss, he doesn't micromanage me because, I'm on top of everything. But like, there are times where like, man, like I can use like someone, like if someone else can see it or like, help me out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I do miss that like aspect of, like a shop and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it helps the day go by. You have someone to just
talk with. Well, actually, shout out to my job. I mean, I do a lot of like stream stuff, during work because hey, I mean, I got nothing else better to do. So I'll
nice.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll work on like clips. I'll do, so I'm pretty blessed.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm grateful for that that I could do that kind of stuff. Yeah, man.
Very cool. Well, I gotta say, it was great having you on the podcast today.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me and chit chatting and getting to know each other a little bit.
Right. I just like you, I love getting to meet all kinds of new people, and it's nice to get to know people.
Yes, man. And if you, the viewer, are watching, go ahead and check out Tommy. Yes, what the creator, and look out, for the next, creator to show up.
Yeah, it could be you. It could be. Welcome to the pod.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. Use that.
Yeah. Make sure you check out TheFatJuice on YouTube.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, I do stream on YouTube. I mean, I guess if you don't mind, I can plug myself.
Of course.
Yes. I stream on YouTube. I go live on Sunday, Tuesdays, and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We play all types of games, community games, fighting games here and there, and story games. Right now, I'm playing through a Final Fantasy VII remake, and then jumping on to Rebirth afterwards. So we on this Final Fantasy series of streams and stuff like that. So but yeah, go ahead and check out if you like good vibes, high energy, and just having a good time with people in the stream.
Yeah, so I can vouch for that. I've tuned in, and the vibes are immaculate.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, homie.
And of course, as always, I'll post all your links below in the comments or the info and the show notes if you're just listening. But you can find us on YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify, Captivate for free.
Nice.
all that good stuff.
Check the description.
Yeah, check the description. You can't miss.
You can't miss it. Nice.
Well, I love to interact with you in the future again one day, Fat Juice.
Yeah, man, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. All right, man. It's a pleasure having you on.
Deuces.